Mic check.
Mic check.
Through a direct democratic process.
Through a direct democratic process.
We have come together as individuals.
We have come together as individuals.
And crafted these principles of solidarity.
And crafted these principles of solidarity.
Which are points of unity.
That include.
But are not limited to. Engaging in. Direct and transparent. Participatory democracy. Exercising personal. And collective responsibility. Recognizing individuals' inherent privilege. And the influence it has. On all interaction. Empowering one another.
Nobody knows.
All forms of
oppression.
Redefining how labor is valued. The sanctity of individual privacy. The belief that education is a human right. And endeavoring to practice and support wide application of open source. We are daring to imagine a new socio-political and economic alternative that offers greater possibility of equality. We are consolidating the other proposed principles of solidarity, after which demands will follow. Power to the people.
Mic check. Thank you, Tina. Next. We'll have another individual who will nominate yourself to come up here and read the statement of nonviolence. Yes. Thank you.
We are an open, participatory, democratic, horizontal, escalating, peaceful, and nonviolent movement. We are not a leaderless movement.
We are
a movement of leaders. As a nonviolent movement, we have agreed to refrain from violence against any person, from carrying weapons, and from destruction of property. We reject violence, including property destruction, because we recognize that it undermines popular support. It discourages the broadest possible participation among the 99%. We believe nonviolence promotes unity, strength of message, and an environment in which everyone's voice might be heard. We affirm that it is a personal responsibility of every individual participant in our movement to promote and maintain nonviolent discipline and the code of conduct and to intervene to prevent violent action by anyone in our movement. We're going to run through.
Mic check. We're going to. Thank you, Gray.
Mic check. Now we're going to proceed. With the general strike. Committee confirmation. Yeah! I confirm it.
Oh, it exists, but okay. Mic check.
None of that is real.
committee confirmation process
The committee confirmation process
says we have to have a bunch of criteria in order so that people can plug in and be involved. So it has to have a hard function. I'll read our hard function. The General Strike Preparation Committee
The General Strike Preparation Committee
and its subcommittees
and its subcommittees
are mandated to seek to convene a large, broad, and deep coalition. Yeah, that sounds sexy, huh? No, this is sexy. To carry out a general strike on May 1st, 2012 for migrant rights, jobs for all, peace, and an end to foreclosures, and to establish housing, education, and health care as human rights.
I confirm you!
These demands are understood as provisional and will be developed further during the process of outreach, building a coalition. The committee has and will continue to operate by consensus. As do all subcommittees. All point people mandatorily rotate out. Our mission statement. And this comes directly from the General Assembly. Occupy LA supports, in principle, the General Strike on May 1st, 2012, for migrant rights, jobs for all, moratorium on foreclosures, and peace, and to recognize housing, education, and health care as human rights. And calls for the building of a broad coalition to make that a reality. Other things we have to give the General Assembly. Contact info. Here's our contact info. You can call us. The number is 323 250 May 1. That's 323 250 May 1. We have an interactive website up. Where you can register. Join any of the subcommittees. Talk to other occupations who are planning general strikes. And hear the latest news. And find out our calendar of actions and meetings. That's at Occupy May 1st. .org. You can email us. At occupymay1st at gmail.com. There's a Rise Up list. At Occupy LA. General Strike. At lists.riseup.net. We also have to provide minutes. All our minutes are available. For the overall committee. And all subcommittees. On occupymay1st.org. The link will be published to the listserv. Meeting time. Also have to be given. Okay, we have subcommittees. labor media, propaganda, and student outreach, and community outreach, all meet at 7:30, Corazon del Pueblo, on Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. You can find directions on the site. On Mondays, at 5 o'clock, the Rolling Actions Committee meets at Pitfire Pizza. The Student Outreach Committee also meets at Mondays at 4:30 p.m. at the Venice Grind on Venice and Centinela. The other thing we have to give is whether we have membership requirements. We have none. We want everyone. So come out to the meeting. That's all the information we have to give. But real quick in the announcements, I forgot to tell people about the student, the Rolling Actions. They met today. And they're discussing a big February 29th action. Mira Loma. To shut down Walmart. Their distribution center. As an answer from the call from Occupy Portland. To shut down the corporations. That are involved in ALEC. So get involved to do that. There's also the action for January. On January 19th. Shut down the UC Regents. We need to bring the students into this general strike. So go occupy Riverside.
That's it. We confirm you.
I confirm you. Mic check. Do you agree? This committee has met all the requirements of remaining a committee.
Oh, sorry.
Any concerns?
Check.
No concerns? No hard blocks?
Check.
So I think we have consensus.
Mic check. That consensus deserves a solidarity class. We have a point of information on the last consensus. It already passed.
Yeah, so no, it's just a meeting time. For the student outreach. On Monday at 4:30. We'll be at Pitfire. Instead of the Venice Grind. That's it.
Thank you. Mic check. So we've done most of the agenda. All we have left